Hello everybody, Asperger's Gamer 64 here. I'm back again with another review. Today's review is Popeye the Sailor Man, released in the arcade in 1982 by Nintendo, and it was licensed from King Features Sync Inc. Basically, originally Donkey Kong was originally meant to be a Popeye game, but they didn't do it, they didn't give him the license. But after the success of Donkey Kong, they decided to give him the license to make Popeye. Now, this game was designed by Shigeru Miyamoto. Yes, the same Shigeru Miyamoto who did Donkey Kong, the Super Mario Bros. Series, Zelda, and the rest of classic Nintendo games. Now, the part of the game is you take control as Popeye, the sailor with big arms, with tumors and a stroke-like face, and you have to collect hearts from Olive while avoiding his arch nemesis, Pluto. Now, this game has 3 screens. On the first one you see in here, Olive is throwing hearts down from the thing, and you have to collect all of them to get to the next stage. And on the next stage, it's just exactly the same, but you just collect musical notes. Then when you get to the third stage, it's just exactly the same, but you have to collect words. And after you've done that, the game practically loops and loops and loops until eventually you get a high score, or you just lose all your lives. Now also Popeye does have his spinach to help him. He does punch, but unfortunately the punch does not hurt Pluto that much. But if you collect the spinach, you also become temporarily invincible, and you'll be able to punch Pluto into the water below. But be careful, your spinach is very limited, and you have to use it very wisely. But on some stages you will get like traps like this punching bag here that you'll be able to punch it, and when Pluto's underneath it, be able to punch the bucket will fall onto his head for extra points. Like I said, like one hit, and there's always like one hit and you are dead. Now, this game was actually the one of the 3 launch titles for the Famicom, also the Nintendo Entertainment System, in Japan. Those were Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong Jr., and Popeye. So basically, yes, it's one of the early launch titles. One of the first launch titles. This game was released in the arcade exclusively by Atari. Now, if you lived in the United Kingdom or Ireland, when you saw the Popeye arcade game, it was licensed exclusively by Atari, because Atari licensed it to publish it in Ireland and the UK. This game was also ported to the Maxavoz Odyssey 2, ColecoVision, and the Atari 2600. This game does have a multiplayer feature, but it only takes it in turns. If Popeye player 1 dies, you go to the second player. So it's vice versa. There was actually another Popeye game released on the NES in 1983 called Popeye no Ego As Boy, which is basically a English teaching game, which basically later became Donkey Kong Maths. So probably they might have changed to Donkey Kong Jr. because probably the licensing must have run out. And also the classic characters from the Popeye series are Olive Oil, Pluto, and Wimpy. I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. And the little nipper, Sweepy. It's funny, it's a bit about Sweepy. When you actually get the spinach, Sweepy also changes colour as well, which is very weird. Would I really highly recommend this game? I would highly recommend if this one is a really good Popeye game. There are some other Popeye games been released, but I don't know. I think there was one released on the Super Famicom as well. But I really do like this arcade game. I know one certain guru doesn't really like Popeye, but I do enjoy the Popeye series. But if you're a fan of the Popeye series, like the ones, the theatrical cartoons, or the ones they made in the 50s, or the readers of the comic, I would not pass this one down. Because Shigeru Miyamoto did a really good job of designing this game. But I've never seen the Maxavoz Odyssey 2 version of this game. I didn't even know there was one. Well, according to here's a little interesting fact. According to the Ben Folds holds the world record of score of 3,023 and 60606 of the on December 20, 2011, according to Twin Galaxies International Scoreboard. So This has been the Asperger's Gamer 64, and I will see you next time. Peace.
It's all good in the long run. Things like that.